Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. How's everybody's weekend going? Hopefully, you're having a great weekend so far, or whatever day you happen to be watching this video. Let's hop into our emails and see what we have for today. Let's see, this first email says, Outrage, scandal, treason. The palace is in an uproar today, and for good reason. One's royal rig has been stolen. As to the culprit, one cannot make any outright accusations, but one has heard an increasing chorus of complaints from palace staff about one's playing video games instead of attending to royal duties. Still, life must go on, and one would like a replacement. Something that can reach a benchmark of 10,000 would be suitable. And please install 2 graphics cards. One may as well take advantage of the situation to get an upgrade, after all. And lots of purple. Royal Highness the Queen. So a build, get a 3D Mark score of 10,000, 2 graphics cards, and 6 purple lights, and purple cables. So let's go ahead and accept that one. Next email here says, do you work with computers? Can you build a PC for me? Do you think you can get the CPU to 3600 megahertz for me? I want my GPU to run at 2147 megahertz. Do you think you could do that in 7 days? Pretty sure we can. I like nice and shiny new components. Arctic components are meant to be the bomb. So they want to overclock the CPU and GPU. So let's go ahead and accept that one. And the last email for today says, hi, are you available for a job? Would you be able to build me a new computer? CPU can definitely hit 4000 megahertz. Can you overclock it for me? I really want the GPU to be the fastest it can be. Let's aim for 2083 megahertz. I'm a total NZXT fanboy. It's urgent, so please hurry. So another PC build. So 3 PC builds today. Be a lot of fun. Let's accept that one. Let's go back here. I'm going to get a build put together for this one for the Queen. And as soon as I have something put together, I will come right back. All right, so for the build for the Queen, we're going to go with a MSI MPG Z390 Gaming Pro Carbon motherboard, an i7-9700K, a CryoRig R1 Ultimate, 2 sticks of G-Skill Sniper X 8GB 3600 MHz, 2 EVGA 1080s, a 750 watt EVGA power supply, a 480 gig M.2 drive. We're going to put that in a white and purple NZXT case, as well as getting a 140 and 5 120 RGB fans to make sure we've got all the purple that the Queen wants. Okay. So for this next build, I'm going to step away, get another build put together, and be right back. All right, so for this next build that needs to be overclocked, we're going to go with an ASRock Z390 Phantom Gaming motherboard. We're going to do another 9700K, an Arctic Freezer 33 Esports Edition in yellow, 4 sticks of HyperX Predator 8GB, I want to say 3200 MHz, a Zotac 1060 Mini, 550 watt power supply, 960 gig M.2 drive, 4 terabyte hard drive, and we're going to put that in the NZXT H710 Elite case, which I haven't built in before. So hopefully everything fits okay. And for this last build, we're going to have NZXT, I think every case. I'm going to do NZXT because I've already done 2 NZXT cases, and then this person is an NZXT fanboy. So we'll have to do another NZXT case for him. But I'm going to get a case, or not a case, I'm going to get a build put together. And as soon as I have something, I'll be right back. And for our last build, I'm going to go with a NZXT Z370 motherboard, an i7-8086K, a Kraken X7 II, 4 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z RGB, 8GB 3200 MHz, an MSI GTX 1070 Ti, a Silverstone 520 watt power supply. We're going to put in another 4 terabyte hard drive and another one of these 960 gig M.2 drives. We're going to put that in an NZXT H710i in white. Another case I haven't built in yet. So hopefully, again, everything fits. Make sure we've got everything we need here. Got a big old order. $8,108 worth of parts. Let's go ahead and buy it all now. We can go end our day and get our parts so we can start building. Got nothing but builds for this episode. So let's start getting cases put on workbenches. And then we can figure out whose sticky note goes with who. This one is the queen, so we know that goes there. Let's see. Carrie goes with this one, which means that a medical M goes over here. Let's get this case taken apart. I'm going to pull everything off of here. We've got to replace all the fans. We're just going to pull this case apart. There we go. Let's get all these fans out of here so we can install RGB fans. They can all be set to purple. Okay. Let's get our case fans in first. Let's scroll down here to the bottom. Let's see. This is our 140. So put that in the back. And then we need our 120s. We'll have 2 in the top and 3 in the front. Let's see. Scroll down here. There they are. And that one. And lastly, that one. Okay. All of our fans are in. We can get our motherboard in. This one's getting the MSI Z390 Gaming Pro Carbon. And hopefully we'll be able to hit 10,000 with the components I'm putting in here. Let's get our storage installed, which is the 480 gig M.2 drive. And let's get our RAM and CPU installed. Our CPU is the 9700K. And it is also getting 2 sticks. Let's find it. Of a G-Skill Sniper X in black. Do that. Okay. Put some thermal paste on there so I don't forget. And we will go ahead and put our cooler on, which is the CryoRig R1 Ultimate. Monster of a thing. Is it infringing on the RAM? No, okay. We're good. Get our graphics cards installed. Let's see. The EVGA 1080s. And let's get this off of here so we can put our power supply in. I want to say it was the Supernova 750. Yeah, it is. Let's get this PSU mount back on. Oh, dang it. There we go. All right, let's cable this up. She wants it cabled in purple. Let's do ribbon braided. Get everything cabled. All these fans. Okay. Well, let's put some of our parts back on here. Let's get our front panel on. Get our top panel back on. We can get all these drive bays reinstalled. Not that they need to be installed, but may as well put them in there. There we go. All right. Get a USB drive in. Let's not forget to cable up the power switch. Power this on. We'll hop into our BIOS. Make sure we've got XMP on. And make sure we're booting from the right drive. Actually, we've only got one drive in here, so that's all it should boot from. Okay. Let's get 3D Mark on here. And the lighting app. Those fans sort of look purple, but not quite. So we're going to color everything we can. Okay, everything is purple. Oh, even that. Able to make that purple. Okay. So I'm going to get 3D Mark running. And as soon as I have a score, which is hopefully over 10,000, I will come right back. All right, so there you have it. 12,000 even. It definitely hits the 10,000 required. So let's go ahead, get this case put back together so that we can get this out into the hallway. Let's get started on our next one. Let's get this case pulled apart. I've never built in this case, so this is going to be new to me. Let's get our motherboard in. It's this ASRock. Let's get it ready for a CPU and RAM. Actually, I think it's getting 4 sticks of RAM. So let's get our 9700K in. And we will get our 4 sticks. The HyperX Predator RAM. Okay. Get some thermal paste on there. And we will get the Arctic Freezer in yellow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we have a RAM issue. So this build's only going to get 2 sticks of RAM. I definitely want to make sure we get that installed. Okay. This is also getting one of these 960 gig M.2 drives. There we go. And while we're putting in drives, let's go ahead and put their 4 terabyte Barracuda drive in. We'll get the graphics card, which is the 1060 Mini. We'll install it right here in the front. Let's get the power supply in, which is the 550 watt EVGA power supply. And we can cable this up. I think I'm going to go for some yellow. Get everything cabled here. Let's power it on. Hop into the BIOS. I really like this ASRock BIOS. It looks really nice. Make sure it's booting from the right drive. Oops, so we've got to get a USB drive in. Let's power cycle it real quick. And we can let the OS install. Let's get some software on here. Let's get 3D Mark. Let's get the GPU tuner. Need to do anything with color? Yep. Let's let this restart. Well, let's see if we can make everything yellow. Oh, static. There we go. Okay. So now we need to overclock the GPU to 2147. All right, so I'm going to get 3D Mark running. If I hit a blue screen or if it finishes and I get a score, I will come right back. All right, so no blue screen. We got a score. Still didn't take our 2147. Oh, I went to 2047. Well, that would be why. Apparently, I can't read numbers. So let's do this again. Again, if it blue screens, or if I make it to the end, I'll come right back. Okay, so no blue screen. There's our score, 4932. Now we should be able to button this thing up, missing cables. Oh. Didn't plug in the hard drive. All right, let's get the panels put back on. Not a bad looking computer. All right. Let's get this one out in the hall. And we can start working on our last build here. Another case I've never built in. So we will have to see how this works out. It's a big case. Okay. Let's get our motherboard in, which is the NZXT Z370 in white. Let's go ahead and get our M.2 drive in. This one is getting 4 sticks of RAM. Will hopefully fit. Get our 8086K installed, as well as our 4 sticks of a Trident Z RGB RAM. Get some thermal paste on there. And let's see if our X72 fits. So it doesn't like that there's a fan there. We could put it at the front. Let's do that. Let's take the front of this off. Let's get these fans out of here. And let's get our... Oh, I've got two new ones. Let's get our X710 mounted to the front. Just like that. Oh, actually, this is only getting... one graphics card, so let's... No, dang it. Didn't mean to click that. Let's install it up in the front, the window, so it looks nice. The 1070 Ti titanium. Let's get this out of our way. And we can get our power supply, which is this Silverstone in white. Let's get the ESU mount back on. Okay. Let's get our hard drive installed. That's interesting how the fan goes. Can't see it. If you look right there, you can see the fan is actually going through the metal of the hard drive cage. Let's cable this up. I'm going to do white cabling. Let's do that. Get everything cabled up, including the hard drive. Let's put the top panel back on this. And let's go ahead and put the dust filter and front panel back on. I'm going to throw a USB drive in. And go ahead and power this up. And hop into the BIOS. Turn our XMP on. Make sure we're booting from the right drive. So we need to overclock the GPU on this one. Let's put 3D Mark, GPU tuner, and I'm going to go ahead and do lighting. We'll let it restart. Make our adjustments. Okay. I just want to make everything white. That's done. GPU tuner, we need to make it 2083. 2083. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to let 3D Mark run. And as soon as I have a score or a blue screen, I will come right back. All right, so there it is. No blue screen. Score of 7402. Let's get this case put back together. Looks pretty nice to me. All right. Let's get this out in the hall. Let's collect some money. We'll collect the queens first. Excellent. And lastly, that one. Got a bunch of new emails. Apparently some new parts. Daily deals. Let's pay our rent. Okay, so we will get to these emails in the next episode. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode.